I just want to jump right into it. Was Shannon Sharpe being messy by having Monique on his podcast? Is that a fair question to have her on there? Like, did you not know what she might talk about beforehand going into that interview? I feel like you knew or you know what she's going to talk about. You know who she's going to talk about. You know what she's going to talk about because she talk about the same stuff all the time. Having her on there, especially after Cat Williams went on there and said what he said, mind you, Cat's was more unexpected, I would think. I don't think anyone knew he was going to go on there and start naming Said and Steve and Ricky and all those people he was naming on there. So Steve Harvey, Cedric the Entertainer, Ricky Smiley, if you don't know any of those people. Faison Love, so but who knew he was gonna say any of that? When you have Monique on there, you know she gonna talk about Tyler Perry and Oprah and DL and gender bias and age bias and all the biases. So, and you got to give, I don't know, when you have these podcasts or if you're interviewing people and you don't give any pushback, you let them say whatever they want to say and you just laugh and not necessarily agree. But when Monique tried to goes on podcasts, the last time she was on the Breakfast Club and she go on there and try to say whatever or talk about this person or talk about how she's not getting treated this, Charlemagne is going to give some pushback. Some people give pushback to, on these interviews or to things people say. If you just come up there and just say whatever, some people like want you to go into more detail or I don't know, just give a little bit of challenge. So Shannon don't challenge, he just laugh, which that's a good thing on his podcast and why people feel comfortable on going up there because you can talk freely and it won't get edited out and it'll actually make it on the air. But I'm telling you, if Kanye want to go on the podcast, is Shannon going to turn that down? Probably not. And if Kanye do go on that podcast, are you going to be laughing at everything he say? I would hope not. Don't laugh at everything he say because he going to say some crazy shit. So I don't know. Having Monique on that podcast though, it's a little messy. I don't know. Maybe drop a comment or something if you think that was messy on Shannon's part to even, do that. Some of these people that, he has on his podcast, if they're talking about some of these people, they might not like Shannon or they might start looking at Shannon some type of way or a different type of way because you're allowing this stuff to, come on your platform. Kind of like No Jumper. When No Jumper has some crazy stuff come on there and Adam tried to say, oh, well, I didn't have anything to do with it. I mean, it's coming out on your platform, buddy. So be careful, Shannon. Don't have Kanye on next.